The call rang only once before the office fell silent again, but in that single moment, everything was about to change. High above the city, in a glass tower where billion-dollar decisions were made every hour, a phone continued to blink insistently on the desk of a man who wasn't there. The CEO had stepped out for just a minute, confident that nothing important would happen in his absence. After all, deals like his didn't fall apart in seconds, or so he believed. But sometimes, fate doesn't wait. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the idea that greatness can come from the most unexpected places, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps stories like this reach hearts that need them. Down in the quiet corridors of that same building, where polished shoes rarely stepped and executives never looked twice, a boy stood beside a worn janitor's cart. His name was Ion, the son of the building's janitor, a man who worked long nights and early mornings so his child could dream of a different life. Ion had grown up in those hallways, watching success from a distance, learning by observing, listening, absorbing everything he could without ever being invited inside. He wasn't supposed to be there on the executive floor. But that evening, his father had fallen ill, and Ion had insisted on finishing his shift. It wasn't just duty, it was pride. He didn't want his father to lose the job that barely held their fragile world together. As he wiped the marble floor outside the CEO's office, that ringing phone cut through the silence again. Ion froze. He knew better than to touch anything in that room. The rules had been clear since he was a child: don't sit, don't speak, don't interfere. People like him were invisible here. But the phone kept ringing, louder now in his mind than in the room itself. He hesitated, his heart pounding. What if it was important? What if no one else answered? He stepped closer, his reflection trembling in the glass door. His hand shook as he reached for the handle. He told himself he would just silence it, nothing more. But when he picked up the receiver, something in him shifted. On the other end was a voice sharp with urgency, speaking fast, referencing figures, timelines, contracts. It wasn't just any call, it was a deal, a massive one. The kind of deal that could define a company's future. Ion listened carefully, his mind racing. He had spent years secretly learning, reading discarded documents, watching presentations from afar, teaching himself things no one ever thought he could understand. Numbers made sense to him. Patterns did. And in that moment, he realized something the caller didn't. There was a mistake. A critical one. If left uncorrected, the deal would collapse. Worse, it would cost millions. His voice trembled at first, but then steadied as he spoke, not as a janitor's son, but as someone who understood exactly what was at stake. He carefully pointed out the error, offering a solution so precise, so unexpected, that the voice on the other end went silent. Seconds passed. Then came a quiet, stunned acknowledgement. The call ended.